பெரிவா சரணம். தெய்வத்தின் குரல் புக் 5. சரஸ்வதிக்கு ஆலயம் இல்லாதது ஏன்? Why there are no temples for Saraswati? Another example of how when you think of one thing, another clarification occurs to our mind. Such as while talking about Shiva Ambal and Mahavishnu Mahalakshmi as wedded couples and their greatness, it occurred to me as to how I have not thrown much light on Saraswati, the wife of Brahma. How do we look at Saraswati? Whether we think of her as a Purna Brahma Shakti or not, we adore her as the goddess of learning, the fine arts and all knowledge. To think of her in absolute white sari, holding books, seated on a white lotus, playing the veena, is to feel peaceful and pleasant. Great saints and poets such as Kambar, Ottakuttar, Kumara Guruparar, Bharatiyar and some others have sung beautiful poems in Tamil on her. Muthuswami Dikshitar has composed and set to music many kirtanas on her, which are well known. In Sanskrit, Mahakavi Kalidasa has written wonderful poems of immense beauty and devotion on Saraswati. Even tiny tots sing praises of her with intense devotion. But the point to note is that there are not many temples of Saraswati. In the whole of Tamil Nadu, there is one at Kuttanur in Tanjavur district, the birthplace of Ottakuttar. In Kanchipuram, in the temple for Kamakshi Amman, there is one Sannidhi or shrine for Saraswati. Even that is not as the wife of Brahma, but as a minister of Rajarajeshwari, known as Rajashyamala or Mahasaraswati. Even in the temples where there is a Sannidhi for her, it will be in some corner, a small enclosure, and not in the main sanctum sanctorum. Like Brahma, temple is not important for Saraswati too, but unlike Brahma, she is not ignored as a deity. For small children, we start their education with a ritual known as Akshara Abhyasam. From the time we start our education, we develop devotion for Mahasaraswati right up to the point short of imbibing jnana by her grace. So she is a very popular deity. Then why are there not many temples for Goddess Saraswati too, except for the few places mentioned above? Here is where our national ethos and culture comes into play. Pativratyam or Karpu is typical of Indian culture and much praised and glorified. Both these words mean true faithfulness of the lady or wife to the wedded husband, as exemplified by the stories about Satyavan and Savitri, Kovalan and Kannagi. The Pativrata lady will not enjoy anything that is not available to her husband. Ambal has the left half of Shiva's body. Lakshmi stays in Vishnu's Vakshasthala, that is the left chest. Similarly, Saraswati resides on Brahma's tongue. When there is no temple for him, how can she look for a separate residence? That is why when there are not many temples for him, for her too there are hardly any. However, if we invite her to our houses, she will come promptly as the mother, as part of our family especially. But to make a common public invitation without her husband, she will not agree. It is respecting this quality of hers only we have let her be without a temple. Power in our culture is revered as the Shakti, essentially in female form. As they say in English, behind every successful man there is a woman. As the power behind him, we celebrate the wife as the man's Shakti. While celebrating Navaratri or Dashara, the last 3 days are meant for venerating the 3 Shaktis, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. For that, she will very much be there. But otherwise, without a husband, for daily pujas and festivals, she would never agree. Periva Sharanam.